Hello and welcome back to the last video on join statements. So we'll be talking about the outer join in this video. All right, let's quickly go over it. So we perform an outer join of two tables when we want to keep all rows from at least one of the tables. There are three types of outer joins. One, the left outer join. This is exactly the same as left join. It retains all the rows in the left table and only returns values in the right table where the rows have a matching on the joining column. Rows without such matching or matches will have null values. We've seen that already practically. The right outer join, this is exactly the same as the right join. It retains all the rows in the right table and only returns values in the left table where rows have a matching on the joining column. Rows without such matches will have null values, just as similar to the left join. While the full outer join, this will retain all the rows from both tables where there is a match on the joining column. In other words, a full outer join is the same as taking the left and right joins of two tables simultaneously. This particular type of join statement is similar to union set operator. All right, so let's see how to execute or perform this join in SQLite. Let's get over to DB browser. So application of the full outer join. So in what case can we apply it? In some cases, concerning we're talking about our database now, the Chinook database. In some cases, artists will create eponymous albums. Please pardon my English. All right. So what does that even mean, sir? What's the meaning of these eponymous albums? That is albums with the same name as the artist. So album with the same name as the artist. Okay. We want to write a query that will highlight all eponymous albums as well as non-eponymous albums. We want to see those albums that have the same name as the artist instead of the albums with the same name as the track. So let's see. But now, unfortunately, at the moment, SQLite does not support the full outer join statement, which is the statement that we would have used to achieve that query. As such, we can actually emulate it even because we've said it in this particular part that the full outer join is the same as taking the left and right joins of two tables simultaneously, and it also is similar to the union set operator. So we're going to be using the union set operator with the left and outer join. So at first, I'm picking the artist table and the albums table. So I want to return the names of the artists from the artist table and the titles of the albums from the albums table. Okay, and I'm returning those on the column, the artist name, and that is the same thing as the album name. You see, so we want to return those artists that calls their album their name. So if for instance my name is Austin, I'm an artist and I created or put an album together, and I decide to call that album Austin. So that's exactly what we're doing. We want to return all the artists, right? All the artists that has their album as you know that have their album called their names. Okay, and again, I will do the same kind of left join by flipping the tables around. So now in this other situation, I'm returning the same columns, but this time around, I want to return those albums, you know, that have the same name as the artist. Okay, anyone that doesn't have the same name as artist will be empty, null. Any artist that doesn't have the same albums as their name will be null. So by putting these two queries together and using the union all, this will emulate the full outer join query. we select this query all up to this place from the beginning to the end, including the union all, and then hit the run button to run this query to see the output. And once we do that, we have the output showing you the name and the title. So all of these names are those that do not have the same name as the artist name. But when you come over to this place, you have audio slave. Audio slave has the same name as the artist name, and so on and so forth. Can you see that? Can you see that? So we have a lot of albums that do not have the same name as the artists who put the albums together, but we have a few of them that has the same name as the artist. All right, great. So this is how to use the union all. Again, you can see here, because we're taking union, this is the other part of the query. These are the uh artist name, I mean the album's title. I think these are the album's title that do not have the same name as the artist. All right, so because of the union or all operator that we have done. Great. So this is it, guys. We've been able to cover a lot of all the join statements, and let's just read this last comment here. As you can see, this query combines information from both tables, okay, from both tables, but only has complete information only on rows where the joining condition is actually satisfied. All right, guys, let's quickly summarize. We've talked about in this module, we've talked about the inner join, the left join, the cross join, the full outer join, and the union operator. Please go ahead and run all the queries here and ensure that you understand all what you've seen. For further or better understanding, please explore this blog that talks about join operators, SQLite union with examples. You learn about union versus union all here in this tutorial, and you also learn how to emulate SQLite full outer join clause that we've just seen in this video. All right, that brings us to the end of this module. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for choosing Bitafied Academy. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. I'll see you in the next module where we'll be talking about set operations in SQL. That will be all for now. See you in the next one. Goodbye.